Hi kids, and welcome to another episode of Thomas and Friends. This episode is chapter 1 of the description of all the trains that we have. We're going to put them on the carousel on the Knapford station, and we're going to tell a little story about each one. The first one, of course, is Thomas, the main character in the whole show. I'm zooming on him so you can get a good look at him, and my son's going to tell the story of the train. Go ahead, son.
Thomas is the #1 blue engine. He is a cheeky little engine who often gets into scrapes, usually by being over-eager to do things best left to bigger and more sensible engines. But clouds never last long in Thomas's world, and soon he's bustling about again, playing his part in the yard on his very own branch line. Thomas works hard and he always strives to be a really useful engine.
Our next engine is one of Thomas's best friends, and that will be Percy, of course. Go ahead, son.
Percy is the #6 green engine. He is the junior member of Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. He is quite content puffing around the yard with no particular desire for adventure in the world outside. Percy is Thomas's best friend, and his favorite job is delivering the mail. He is always happy to help, and other engines sometimes take advantage of his good nature.
Our next train is one of Thomas's other best friends, James, and his tender.
His tender?
Tender?
Seriously?
Did I say tender?
His tender isn't even alive.
Well, he's part of his coal carrier. Okay, go ahead, tell the story.
James is the #5 engine, or #5 red engine. He is a medium-sized engine whose 6 driving wheels are not as big as Gordon's, but not as small as Thomas's. He has a fine scarlet coat and brass dome, and thinks of himself as a really splendid engine. Occasionally, this leads to misguided ideas, but the sort of work suitable for such a distinguished engine, invariably landing James in trouble.
Next up on the carousel is Gordon.
Before I talk, I don't have the information for this guy.
There he goes.
Okay.
He's a big train, Gordon. Look how long he is. He's over the edge of the carousel.
Okay.
I'll have to see if I can get him around a circle. I'll have to take off his tender because there's no room. Gordon is so big that we had to move the lighting around so he'll fit on the carousel. Let's have a look down. Okay, son, tell us a story about Gordon as we go around the circle.
Gordon is a pretty big engine, exactly like Henry. He's known as the fastest engine on Sodor, besides Spencer. Gordon always wants to be dignified, and he's really good with his express coaches.
Next up on our list is Henry. Henry and his tender are sitting on the carousel, almost as big as Gordon.
Henry is a #3 green engine. He is long and fast and has a thoroughbred look. Like all thoroughbreds, he tends to be a little high-strung and a bit of a worrier. But on any day, he'll give an engine a run for its money.
Next up on our carousel is Edward. Have a look at Edward. I'll zoom in on his face. Okay, son, go ahead. Ow! Outtake.
Edward is a #2 blue engine. He is one of the older and wiser engines of Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. Edward is kind and a good friend to everyone. when the other Rangers misbehave, it's Edward after Toby and Matt turns in order to calm everyone down and restore order.
Next up is one of my favorites. This is Toby. Toby's my favorite because we ended up buying Toby's Windmill. One of the first sets we had of all the trains was Toby's Windmill. First one we had, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to turn him around. Go ahead, son.
Toby is a number 7 brown tram engine. He's square, old-fashioned, both in looks and nature. Toby's always happy to work and is usually found in the quarry line with his faithful coach, Henrietta.
Next up and last for this set is Emily.
Emily is a beautiful emerald green engine with shiny paintwork and gleaming brass fittings. She can be a little bossy and think she knows best, but is always ready to help a friend. She is the newest member of the STEAM team.
Did you say Steam Team?
Yes.
That is what we're calling this chapter.
The,
Steam Team.
all of these engines that I just told you, Thomas, Percy, Gordon, Henry, James, Edward, Toby, and Emily, they're actually called the STEAM team.
Hey kids, thanks for watching this chapter. We hope you enjoy it, and please click on our other videos and send us a comment or a like. Thank you very much. Say goodbye, son.
Goodbye.